Hello techies, I'm Divya here. On behalf of CyberBrainer, don't you think the world of tech is evolving faster than ever? Now is the perfect time to dive in and build the skills that will take you places. With CyberBrainer, we are putting you in the driver's seat of your own future. We at CyberBrainer don't just teach your interest. We believe that knowledge is power, but it's applied knowledge that truly sets you apart. Whether you're diving into data science, mastering artificial intelligence, or exploring the world of cybersecurity, our courses are designed to give you the skills that matter. So let's jump into the session and make the future yours today. Thank you.
These are the topics I will be covering, and I will let you know how many classes I need for it. For enabling and discussion on the application status, I need one session. And then creating the requisition. How to create the requisition through XML and also through the instance. I will be showing you both. I need another session for it. And then the objects, what we use in the requisition. For example, location object, the revision object, those things actually which comes from import center. We'll be having a discussion on that part. We need a session for together 2 sessions. And I will be discussing on the RDP part. Recruiting teams comes under the inside the requisition RCM module and also the recruiting groups which comes under system access. That comes under RDP. I will be covering those parts. I'll be covering on the roadmap, how the roadmap needs to be created. If I'm not wrong, you're from PMGM, right? You must be already aware of the roadmaps. It will be much easier for you. I don't have to explain much on this topic. Then we'll be covering that part as well. The process remains the same roadmap. What you create for PMGM, you'll be using same for requisition. There is no much difference. It will be the same, the single approval, collaborative iteration. It's the same place where we create for RCM as well. Next time we'll be discussing on the job posting. Job posting, there will be internal job posting, external job posting, and agency that I'll be discussing what I'll be showing you on that. I'll be covering the topics and I'll be explaining to you on how to create an application XML. 2 ways. One is through XML and the second one is to manage templates. Both the cases, I'll be showing you how to create it. And what are things involved with the patient. Similarly, we have candidate profile template. This is also we need to create through XML. I'll be showing you what we'll be working on. And I'll be covering the interview center and will somewhere starts once you was the candidate surveys for a job. And we need to take the interview site for the candidate first. On the second round. Those things are all captured in Tag and Python. Tag and Python is something you must have already. A new application or a different depends upon the company. What is the requirement? Based on that, we will create it. We'll be covering on those topics and then we'll be discussing on the email triggers, how the emails are triggered in recruiting module. And email templates. Email templates is the template which goes to the candidate or the user, the hiring manager, different persons involved in the acquisition part. This is where the what we are doing, what we pasting. It goes like hello, welcome to the front door. Your interview has been scheduled for an. Those were the. We will be creating a displays. Another topic which I'll be covering, this interview assessment, and also the background check. These are all the feature permissions which we have to give in application that the person who is working as a recruiter, right, that he can go and initiate the assessment or a background check for a candidate. And next we'll be discussing on the offer templates. Offer template also is one of the XML which is involved in recruiting. There are two ways of creating offer templates. One is through the XML method and another one is managed templates. In either way, we can create it. And also there is the offer approval involved in this process. I'll be covering the topic as well. And business rules are involved in recruiting. I'm not sure if the business rules are used in PM, GM or MS. No, we don't use business rules in PM and GM, but we use business rules in compensation, for example. Yes, you are already aware of the business rules part, right? It will be the same business. We just want to create a business, open, configure business rule. But how we tag to the recruiting is the concept of what we're going to learn. How we create it and how the business rule is tagged to a requisition application of our profile. And then I'll be covering the topic based on how do we create an agency setup. Agency is a third party. It's like if an organization is having an agency who provides the candidates for job openings, they need to have access right in the system. We will discuss on how to create this agency access, how to set up, how to provide access for the users who are involved with the agency. It's just an employee referral. You must be familiar with the employee referral word. Employee referral as an internal candidate. As an employee, if I'm working in an organization and if I see an opening within my company, I can refer my friends or a person whom I know for that particular job. And we will discuss on how to set up this employee referral and how to provide the employee referral bonus awards, rewards involved in this. Those are the settings. We're going to talk about them. Learn about those things. Next is the position management. Since you are a bit familiar with the compensation part, you must be already aware of what exactly is position management. And position management is something that position is created from easy part. Once the position is created, most of the details has already presented in a particular position, right? You see, people must have some. They'll be having some based on the company requirements. They'll be having for one for this company, for this position. This will be the business unit, and this will be the division department based on the associations and all. We don't have to do anything in this part. As I asked him, consulting, we just have to get the receipt for consulting model. What are the fields we are required from position or is from employer central that it can be fixed to recruiting model. Whenever I'm creating the requisition, I know I need those fields. We will be from the person to get those fields or have those fields for us. And finally, we'll be discussing what configuration work, but how the configuration is your workbook is captured or how it is used. Please do download the RCM implementation workbook and implementation guide. This workbook, you can just download it from SAP Help. Just brand workbook should be enough. That's just for understanding. How do we capture the configuration workbook during the requirement gathering? I have a thing. The final thing is, we just made a notepad to SPS. I should prefer to have to create the requisition or any of the XMLs to notepad. We can maybe work with how to create. All in all, it may take around 10 to 12 days to complete this conference. 10 to 12 sessions. Since you're already aware of most of the things, it will be much easier for you to understand things and also much easier for me to experience. I don't think it will be much difficult for both of us. Apart from all these topics, is there anything particularly you want to know? Or do you have anything in mind that you want to? Did I miss out any topic? Or you feel like something needs to be added? You can let me know. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.